Well, we have finally done it. Hello. My name is Pivo, and welcome to episode 2 on the road to dark matter. Today, as you see, we have the Cigma 2 rocket launcher. And let me tell you, this is probably the hardest weapon in the game to get gold. I had a more frustrating time finishing this than I did finishing the riot shield last year. This rocket launcher is absolutely fantastic for taking anything out of the sky. Locks on, does a lot of damage, easy peasy. However, this rocket launcher is not good at taking things down on the ground. That being both ground score streaks and infantry. But we'll get into that as the video continues. Let's go ahead and talk about these challenges and what I found the best ways to get these done. So right off the bat, for our spray camos, we have to eliminate 50 enemies, which is pretty straightforward. Next up, we have stripes, which is to destroy 50 equipment, score streaks, or vehicles in multiplayer, which again is just going to happen really easy. Everything counts. UAVs, attack choppers, sentry guns, even field mics and jammers and everything, if you really feel inclined to shoot those. But you're not going to have a problem with this. Next up, we have Classic, which is probably the hardest challenge on the list, which is ridiculous because it is a rocket launcher, so you would think that it would be perfectly easy to kill enemies. Classic requires you to get 3 kills without dying 20 times. Now the big problem with that is that you only spawn in with 2 rockets, and there's no splash damage, or at least very little splash damage with this rocket launcher. The best way I found to combat this is to run both Danger Close on your wildcard, which will start you off with 4 rockets, as well as the Assault Pack, that will allow you to refill your rockets once you've used them, because there is no guarantee with even just 4 rockets that you will be able to kill 3 enemies. After Classic, we have Geometric, just to destroy 50 ground-based score streaks or vehicles in multiplayer. This one is a little annoying, but it's not that difficult, especially if you go into Fire Team. It's a little bit scummy, but you can spawn on your parachute, and with Engineer equipped, watch your minimap, find whoever's running around in a snowmobile or a tank or one of the other vehicles that spawns in, and shoot them out of the sky. And as long as you fire your rocket while the enemies are still on said vehicle, you will get your breakdown medal. And one thing that is annoying about sentry guns to keep in mind is with the Cigma, if you lock onto a sentry gun and shoot it, it'll take 2 rockets. However, if you can find a way to shoot right next to the sentry gun, it explodes in 1 hit. So keep that in mind if you find yourself able to get close to a sentry gun without having to lock onto it. After that, we have Flora, which is to destroy 50 aerial score streaks, which again, easy peasy. And with that just floating around, UAVs, counter UAVs, all the sorts. After Flora, we have Science, which is to destroy 3 score streaks or enemy vehicles in a single game 10 times. Which is something that you're gonna get in just a normal game of domination. You don't necessarily have to go to something like Combined Arms or Fire Team. It's gonna be really easy. Stuff gets called in all the time, especially UAVs. Finally, we have our psychedelic camos, which is to kill 2 or more enemies rapidly 25 times. Now luckily, what this is not, is to get a double kill with 1 rocket. You do have enough time for these double kills to get a kill, reload, and immediately fire another rocket, but it has to be immediate. I do feel a little bad because I was able to complete this before they fixed Flak Jacket in hardcore. Because as I was recording and finishing this weapon, Flak Jacket did not work in hardcore. We also did not have Nuketown, so I'm hoping that having Nuketown in the game, even though Flak Jacket is fixed, will allow you to not have too difficult of a time. But it's gonna be difficult. There's just no getting around it. I'm glad to have this rocket launcher finished. I'm not necessarily looking forward to doing either the RPG or the Thumper, because I'm tired of rockets right now. We'll get there. We'll get this Dark Matter done. Thanks for tuning in. This has been episode 2. This has been the Cigma Rocket Launcher.